Hello, hello, hello. You're tuned in to the Katie Talk One-on-One show. Whenever you guys come in, please make sure you go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and support the channel and show me some love. And big shout out to all of my new supporters. And speaking of supporters, actually Wiley and I, you guys know we did have a interview scheduled. I ended up putting it off. It was supposed to be this past Monday, but the rescheduled interview will be on Thanksgiving. So you guys make sure you watch and tune in. Make sure you watch my community tab because I'm gonna post the thumbnail, everything showing the time that we will be going live on Thanksgiving. So yeah, the Wiley interview is still coming on Thanksgiving. So you guys make sure you watch the community tab. So I will be posting on there. All right, so I want to go ahead and get into this live. I think it's only probably one or two people out there, but I'm still gonna get off into it. Everybody that watched the replay, make sure you hit your thumbs up. You brought out the fashion today, looking fabulous. Thank you, Natasha. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I did the high bun, I had to put it up there. Okay, so today I am actually gonna be doing a few things in this live. First of all, you guys know I did the video on the commentary about the new housewife, aka Isis, the situation, the horrible situation that happened to her two daughters. Okay, so first of all, I want to say from the live that I did, there was one thing that I did end up getting wrong. And I'm not about misinformation. Big shout out to the chat room. Shout out to K Love. Shout out to Miss Kitty, Natasha, all of y'all. Y'all hit that like button and support your girl. So I'm not about misinformation, but when I get something wrong, I can come and say, hey, I got it wrong. The situation, I didn't know that those were his daughters. So the situation that happened, those were his biological daughters. She came into the marriage with two sons, and she had those two daughters by him, and she just had a newborn. So altogether, Isis have five children. So I wanted to get that out the way and correct that because I'm not about any misinformation. Okay. So you guys know what it's titled. Shera7 responded to the new trophy wife. So she ended up making her response. But before I show that, I want to show Isis basically responding to Shera7. So let's get off into that. And you guys, this is an actual post and delete. It was a post that was just posted some hours ago, and Isis went back and deleted it. So I'm pretty sure someone that she loves probably told her, hey, let's slack up with the emotional post, and she took it down. But Katie Talk One-on-One, we screenshot over here. So I got it here, and I'm going to show you guys that post that she ended up making. So Isis ended up responding to what Shera7 said, but I'm going to show you Isis' response before I show you what Shera7 said. So as you can see, this says 41 minutes ago, so I ended up screenshotting it as it was posted like for 41 minutes. So as you guys can see, this is no Photoshop. If you check my I just want to make this clear because I don't want people to think I'm photoshopping messages and this and that. So I photoshopped it. If you go over on my community tab, you can see where it says post deleted. So I ended up sharing it as well. And I was like prayers to her kids. So Isis ended up saying, I'm so tired of misinformation. My daughters are his biological children. This could have happened to anyone. Also, I knew this man for a 6-month period of time before I became his wife. Yes, I ran a background check on him. I'm not stupid enough to date online without a background check. And let me see if I can. I want to at least bring it in, maybe so you guys can probably see it. But if I'm not to, I'm just going to read it. Okay. Let me zoom out. Okay, so yeah, she said she's not stupid enough to date online without doing a background check. And she said he had no priors. So she ended up saying that she did check the background and he had no prior charges other than some speeding tickets. I saw every speeding ticket he ever had before. And she ended up saying, I agreed to go on a first date. My dating profile said I had no children. I never married a man for money. Hold on, she said my dating profile said I had no children. So did she lie in her dating profile? I don't know, but let me finish reading. I never married for money. I married because he pretended to have the same values as me. I married to build a family on a solid foundation. He never showed any signs of being a PDF. But yes, I'll take the blame. There's also another content creator whom has two daughters by her husband, their biological father. Would she also be a dumb pick Misha if her husband did the same thing to their daughters? Hmm. So as you can see, she's taking shots. K Love said, come on, receipts. Yeah, I'm gonna come with the receipts. Yeah, you just gotta watch. And I'm gonna say this. I know she's probably going through some emotional things. She's went viral, but she went viral because of some information that she brought to us about her kid, her children. That's the reason. Let me make sure I'm sharing. There it is right there. So she went viral because of the information that she brought to us about her children. Oh, you haven't missed much, Rich. I actually just started about 5-6 minutes ago. Oh, thank you, Miss Kitty. She said, hey, you look cute. Thank you so much, Miss Kitty. Thank you. What's up, Key Love? What's up, Rich? What's up, chat room? Y'all hit that thumbs up when you come in because I got more, more, more. Okay, so that's her response to, and I'm gonna take that off because I just read it to y'all. But you guys can see the screenshot as well, and it's on my community tab. Okay, so she ended up posting her response about that, and this is what I'm saying. You gotta sometimes when you say things, your words will always be brought right back to your face. And it's a sad situation. And I know she's went viral because of the information she put out about her daughters and everything. But you also have to realize you have put this information upon out to the world. And the world is most definitely going to have a response and they're going to have opinions. And some of those opinions you may not like. Some of those opinions you may not like. And speaking of opinions that you may not like, I'm going to go to this post over here. And let me make sure you guys can see everything before I get the run in my mail. You guys make sure you hit that thumbs up when you come in the building, please, and thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna get off into this. So we're talking about responses. We came through the door speaking on responses. So you guys know Shera7 responded to the situation. And the big reason why she responded is because, and I've seen people in comment section saying is, ISIS has actually came out and kind of built her platform sort of piggybacking off of the talking points of Shera7. She has said it in many of her videos that she admires her and she is the reason she's like living the big, nice lifestyle that she's living being a trophy wife. So that's why Shera7 name came up. I didn't bring Shera name up. None of the people that's doing commentary on ISIS brought Shera name up. Shera pushed that in her own content and said it out of her own mouth that she admires that Shera7. So that's where that situation came from. In no way, shape, or form have I ever blamed Shera7 for what's going on with ISIS children. I've never done it. I don't know who have, but I want you guys to listen to Shera as she responds to the situation of basically she's the mentor of ISIS. So this is what she has to say.
I'm not desperate. If you're desperate, don't claim me. I'm sorry.
Ooh, hold on.
I meant to be smart. I'm not desperate. If you're desperate, don't claim me. I'm sorry. But if you're sitting out there, you learned everything from me. Did you learn how to be smart? Did you learn how not to be desperate? Then you didn't learn from me. You learned from whoever putting clips out on TikTok 30 seconds long. You didn't learn from me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Did you learn from this channel or did you learn from 30-second clips on TikTok? Because I didn't put.
And see, that's where I don't mean to cut her off. This ain't nothing but a minute or so video. But this is where people get it mixed up when they're strolling through TikTok. You feel like you're trying to chase a certain thing, so you're looking at channels to kind of guide you in that way. But when you guys watch these little small clips on TikTok, that's not giving you the full story of everything. That's why I think it's so dangerous. Shout out to Priscilla because she has always said it is so dangerous the message that Shera7 is pushing out because she's not covering everything. She's not teaching women about men. So when you have a very impressionable woman who's looking at the internet, they just looking at clips. Okay, do this. Let me go on over here and do it. Y'all are not listening to the whole breakdown of the breakdown in a 1-minute video. No way.
I didn't put those out. You didn't learn from the YouTube channel? Did you learn over here? Did you learn what I said after 30 seconds? Did you hear what I said after sprinkle, sprinkle? Or before? Did you hear that? Did you hear when I said stop being desperate? Did you hear when I said don't be a pygmisha? Did you hear when I talked about background checks? Did you hear when I talked about all this other stuff? About not dealing with men if you have kids until they're old and grown enough to speak for themselves?
That is so true. But you got to consider she had those 2 little kids by that man. But I see where Shera's going because Shera probably don't know. Shera probably don't know that those the man biological kids. She just listening, to the news that people told her. But most definitely, I feel what she's saying. Wait until your kids get grown before you get out here and start dating. So I feel her on that.
And be in school and whatnot. Did you not hear when I said all of that? Because you was not following the real account? Don't blame me.
And do you hear that? Don't blame me. That's the attitude that Shera has. And Shera, she's doing anything that any man or woman would do if they had a follower and tragic things like that happen to their kids. They're not going to stand up and say, I take responsibility. I take responsibility. Trophy wife sons are not grown. No, they're not grown. They're young. And that's what Shera was just saying. You need to wait until your kids get a little bit older before you want to start dating. Let me rewind this so we can listen to this again. This is the response.
Uh-oh.
Neck and I'm seeing this bitch put a bonnet on. Oh, bitch, you don't need that bonnet. These bitches come.
I meant to be smart. I'm not desperate. If you're desperate, don't claim me. I'm sorry. But if you're sitting out there, you learned everything from me. Did you learn how to be smart? Did you learn how not to be desperate? Then you didn't learn from me. You learned from whoever putting clips out on TikTok 30 seconds long. You didn't learn from me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Did you learn from this channel or did you learn from 30-second clips on TikTok? Because I didn't put those out. You didn't learn from the YouTube channel? Did you learn over here? Did you learn what I said after 30 seconds? Did you hear what I said after sprinkle, sprinkle? Or before? Did you hear that? Did you hear when I said stop being desperate? Did you hear when I said don't be a pygmisha? Did you hear when I talked about background checks? Did you hear when I talked about?
See that's why she posted and deleted that. Because if anybody come through and hear her say that you hear me say about background checks, then you guys heard when I first came on, you heard the post and delete that I just read to y'all what she said. That's why she was like, I did a background check. And then there's a creator on YouTube who has two daughters, and that's their biological father. Why would you? And this is where character comes along at. This is where character comes along at because your children just went through a very tragic situation. And for you to, in a sideways manner, basically bring up Shera7 and talk about her two daughters and her husband, that shows a bit of your character. For you to even bring that up and say something like that, now I see why you deleted it. And then you have some of ISIS followers, you got some of the trophy wife followers coming down in my comment section and had a nerve to say that I'm jealous. Baby, what am I jealous of? And that's why I pinned the tab comment because I really want the young lady that said that. I'm not going to put her name out, but I'm about to show you these receipts from the comment section that I guess a young lady that follows ISIS, she ended up basically saying that I am jealous. Baby, jealous of what? ISIS is out here suffering. And I didn't want to include it in the video because I don't want to seem like I'm beating on a dead horse and I don't want y'all to think I'm hating on her. But there's a couple of videos that just got released a few hours ago. When I'm finished with this video, I dropped in the comment section. But word on the curb is that ISIS' husband has cut off her credit cards, took the Ferrari, cut her off from her bank accounts, and that's why she had to put up the GoFundMe. And you know what? Since I'm doing a video about her, at the end of this video, I'm going to drop the link to her GoFundMe. And you guys are welcome to go and donate to her if y'all want to. If your heart tell you to go and donate to ISIS, go ahead and do it. Because I don't want nobody to think I'm hating on anybody. But let me go to this comment section and read these comments. I want to make sure I'm showing it on the screen so you can see. And I'm glad you guys are tuned in. Happy Wednesday to y'all. Go ahead and hit that like button for sure. Thank you guys for your support. And okay, so this is some comments. Let me make sure I'm sharing it because I'll be sitting here talking and don't have stuff up here. So shout out to everybody in the chat room. Go ahead and hit that like button so this video can start circulating because I really wanted to get this out. For someone to sit up and say that I would be jealous of her, first of all, I'm going to come back on screen real quick. First of all, I'm going to say this, and it's no dig to ISIS and no dig to any woman that has went through something like that. No dig to anyone, kids who have went through something like that, if your mother, anybody. But I want to say this. For this woman to get under my comment section and said it's giving, you look the opposite of her, and this some shady commentary and a tacky title, and it's given that you're jealous. Baby, my children, by the grace of God, don't have a story about being SA'd, honey. By the grace of God, my two boys don't have a story about being SA'd. What is it for me to be jealous about? And when you said I look the total opposite of her, what are you trying to say? She light skinned and I'm dark skinned? Girl, you slave minded wench. You still talking slave minded stuff. I bet you voted for Kamala too. Because all of them got slave mind mentalities. But let me stop talking about politics. It ain't about that. But baby, I would never be jealous of anybody, especially anybody that's going through what she going through and going through what her kids have went through. Let me show these comments, and I'm going to read it out to y'all because I know it looks really small. Even though I'm sharing it, it still looks small, so I'm going to read it to y'all. Okay, so this is the comment section here from the video that I ended up doing about 2 days ago. So the lady said, this title alone is tacky. Most victims are abused by poor or average males. That is not the point, baby. Then she went on to say, it's giving you look the opposite of her and concealing your jealousy with this fake coverage of her story. So shout out to Beautiful Wings 4735. Shout out to her because she came down here talking some real stuff. in this comment section. She said, why would this woman be jealous of this woman? This woman is not online crying over a rapist. It's given, you're making up excuses as why some women are too slow. Hold on, let me see. Why some women are too slow to keep their children safe. Thank you so much, beautiful wings. Thank you so much for that information. I mean, thank you so much for that comment. Because that's exactly the same thing that I was saying in my video. It's about the safety of the kids when women are out here trying to get certain things. But this is what I wanted to say too. But I'm gonna finish reading what I ended up commenting and responding to her and saying. I'm gonna finish reading it in just a second. But let me say this. When you have a person out here and they have content teaching other women how to bag men with money, but on here, and let me go back real quick so I can say exactly what she said, because I don't like to put words in people's mouth. She ended up saying here, see, this is contradicting. This is contradicting what she said over here. And I'm gonna say this. She ended up saying, let's see, I married a man with values. Okay, so this is what she said. I'm married to build a family on a solid foundation. He never showed signs of being a pedo. Baby, you married a man that you feel like that could take care of you. You married a man simply for his money. Let's keep it a buck. And like I said, I'm sorry her kids had to be the product of the decisions that their mother made. And I'm glad she took accountability. I'm glad that she took accountability. But at the same time, baby, you didn't just marry to have a happy family and live happily ever after. That man, just by the looks of him, he don't look like he's your type. You married him simply for the money. Just be honest. Your whole content is surrounded by telling women how they can bag a rich man and be a kept trophy wife. That's what your whole channel was built off of. But I see you changed the name of it. So that's a good thing. So I wanted to say that real quick. But going back over here to the comment section, let me go back over here to the comment section. Let me make sure you guys can see right quick before I start back reading. So this is what I ended up responding to her. Voting for President Kela Harris is not equal to slave mentality. My mentality is far from slave. No, I'm not saying if you voted for her. I'm not saying if you voted for her, she got a slave mentality. But what I'm saying is, for a long time, the Democrats have looked at us still in a slave-minded mentality. Don't you notice when she was promoting, when she was running, she putting Megan Thee Stallion, Gorilla in front of us because she feel like that stuff will entice us to vote for her. And don't get me wrong, I was in support of her, but in the same time, she still think we influenced by wretched stuff. So she looking at us like, oh, these still the same old slaves on the plantation that'll be entertained if you just shut, jive, and twerk. So that's how she kind of looked at us. And I'm not saying anybody that voted for her is slave-minded, but I'm saying that young lady who was talking in the video saying I look the complete opposite of ISIS, that's why I'm hating. That colorist stuff is a slave-minded mentality. That's all I'm saying. And I just brought up Kamala. She was just a casualty where I just threw it out. But everybody know Democrats think black people stupid. That they come around us eating chicken and they come around and they bring all these entertainers and all that stuff. They bring all this stuff around us because they think that's going to entertain us and entice us. Big shout out to Bougie Barbie. I think the news sold that idea. I don't think that Kamala Harris so yeah, I feel you. I can understand that. But in no way, Natasha, am I saying anybody is a slave. In no way, shape, or form. But okay, let's see. Hey, Katie and I hating on the trophy lady. There's some women using their fire colorism. Yes, I'm telling you. And this is another thing that shows you this whole situation is fueling the fire of colorism. I've seen over, look, she said greens in the bathtub. Thank you, Ty Love. I'm not saying Kamala, and you know what? Just to be honest, Kamala is probably not seasoned enough when it comes to the black culture that she probably had to get advice from other people when it came to her running. But it's it's not about Kamala, but she did put greens in bathtub. That part is true. They can stop going to churches every 4 years eating chicken. Yeah, they go to the churches and they eat chicken to try to bond with the black folk. So yeah, it's still on that slave mentality, but it's just a lot of stuff that's still going on in America that we're so used to. We don't just look at it like that. But the way a person try to entice you, watch how a person try to entice you because they feel like, hey, this is what's gonna get them. Have you guys seen that meme going around Facebook and Instagram? And it's like a big rat trap, and it got like a bag of green, it got a bag of weed, some money. It got a bag of weed and some money, like on a trap. And they was like, yeah, this is how to get a hood rat. So it's like when people put these traps out for you, they think they not putting this trap out because this is what they like. So that's basically what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying people that voted for Kamala. I'll be calling myself a coon. Like I supported her. Like, but what I'm saying is, all my life I always been told to vote Democrats. I always fell in line with that. When I went to vote for the first time, they told me, "Hey, vote for this person." I didn't know what that person was going to do for the United States. I just went in there and voted for who they told me to vote for. When I first voted, I was 19. This was in the year 2000. I think it was Kerry and the younger Bush who was running, and Bush ended up winning. So yeah, no offense to nobody. I ain't calling nobody that voted for Kamala a slave. So let me put that out there. I don't want to need any more angry comments. But so yeah, so she ended up saying that, and this is how I commented to this lady in the comment section. I said, in no way am I jealous of any woman. I just found out about her video that she posted about her kids being violated. How do you get jealousy from the commentary that I covered? Question mark. They talk, let's see, they talk loud about the designer clothes and the fancy cars, because you remember when Isis said, y'all can hate on me all you want, I'm still going to be driving a Ferrari and rocking Chanel. So they talk about the fancy cars, the big houses, and the nice clothes, but they never speak about the downside. And in the end, the children end up suffering. But you speak about jealousy and talking about looks. This is the root of the problem when it comes to the mindset of women. Shaking my head. And let me tell you this, that is the root of the problem of a lot of women, because they feel like, oh, I'm light skinned, oh, I'm thin, oh, I look this way. This type of life needs to fall out for me. And my life should be easier because of this. And that's why they do have a thing called what? Pretty privilege. But let me tell you something about pretty privilege. It can only go so far. Your looks can only get you so far. And some of the most bitter women, and you guys comment down in the comment section if you're watching the replay, or comment out there if you feel what I'm saying. There are some very beautiful, beautiful women out here. And some of them have been taught their whole life, baby, all you got to do is be pretty. Everything. That's why Shera7 came out with that book, Too Pretty to Work. Too pretty to pay bills. When you have been boasted up your whole life and told you that your beauty is going to get you this, baby. Your beauty going to get you in that room. Your beauty going to get you that. And when they get to a certain place in life and they're not exactly there where everybody told them they'll be, a lot of those real beautiful women become very bitter. That's what a lot of people don't know. You see some women that are gorgeous, beautiful, like 8, 9s, and 10s, and they still bitter, still real jealous when it comes to other women. They still real nasty, mean-spirited, mean girl energy. Mean girl energy equals misery. And most of those real beautiful women, not all, Cause it's some it's some not so cute girls that have mean energy too. But I'm saying most of them that have that mean girl energy and that mean spirit, a lot of them are bitter because their lives did not turn out the way that they expected. It's kind of like the women who and let me tell you this, why I titled my last video the way I did. The downfall of hypergamy. This is why I titled it this. And picture this. Shout out to Queen Bay. Shout out to everybody. Pretty privilege is how men control women to be done. Oh, you ain't lying about that, Natasha. See, that pretty privilege, that is so true what Natasha just said. That pretty privilege is what have women feeling like Priscilla say, a woman they just want to stand up over other women and look like they better than other women. That's what that pretty privilege will get them. That when they feeling like they better than other women. But shout out, yep, mean girl energy equal misery. Thank you. I need to hashtag that. But when Priscilla was talking about that, when she ended up saying, oh, let me get back off into this. I almost forgot what I was finna say. But it was something, I'm gonna come right back to it because it was right on the tip of my tongue. It was right on the tip of my tongue. Okay, let me go back here. Okay. So this is what I was finna say to y'all. I remember now. I ain't gonna share the screen. I remember what I was finna say. This is the reason why I titled my video. The reason why I titled my video the downside of hypergamy is because when women like Shera7, the trophy wife, all the other women on TikTok, the trade wives, when they are talking about their lifestyle, all they show is the high end of it. They don't show you the bacterial infections that they catch. They don't show you the women that may confront them about their husbands. They don't. A lot of them, even though ISIS did show it, but some of them don't show the essay that happens to their children. A lot of them don't show the downside. So I titled my video "The Downside of Hypergamy" is because when you click on TikTok, when you click on Instagram, Facebook, and everyone's talking about the trophy wives, the high valued women that have the high valued men, when they're talking about being kept, being a spoiled wife, all they talk about is the higher end. They're talking about the higher end, but they don't talk about the lower end. So I titled my video the way I titled it because that's exactly what it is. That's a downside to hypergamy. In everything in life, and I seen a lady, shout out to her, I can't remember her name, but she was like, this isn't the downside of hypergamy. This is the downside of just dealing with a man. She right about that, but when it comes to a man with money, the playground is much different. Like I said in my other video, and I'm going to say it again, when a man has a lot of money, he's giving your mom money, he's taking care of everything in the house, your money is yours, and you just spending his money, and you have a whole YouTube channel sitting up here talking about how you getting this man and how this man is keeping you spoiled because you walking by him in booty shorts and you're enticing him, and that's how he coming with all this money and keeping you a kept trophy wife. But of course, when the downside happens, which is this situation with her, it's going to be talked about, and that's the downside of it. But they don't talk about the downside. So that's why I titled the video "The Downside of Hypergamy," because when a person pushes something to you, they pushing it to you, they're going to tell you about the nice stuff. Like I seen the video when I was watching Priscilla video, how Shera7 was like, yeah, for 10, 11 years, I was a kept housewife. All I did was sit around, lay around all day when everybody at school and at work. I'm out shopping, spending big money. So that's all those women see. When they see Shera7 talking about how she was shopping and how she was a kept wife, they like, how I do that? How can I do that? Okay, they don't show how they be having to sleep with old men and touch his wrinkly skin and pretend that they like and enjoy. Girl! Okay, let's just say, girl, Sabrina, you took me out with that one, girl. That is the comment of the night, like for real. But when she said, I sincerely just wanted to be a wife and have a family and this and that, girl, that man wasn't your type, but that money was your type. And I'm not, and please don't take it as I'm tearing her down. This is commentary on something like for real, for real. And her kids had to be the casualty of war in this situation. Because ISIS put out all this information. And just think, she put out all this information for little, young, impressionable girls to soak up. She put that out there, and now they gonna look and like, oh, I need to get me a sugar daddy. Girl, do you know what you're getting into? Like that, she didn't marry for love, and she tried to like come back and say that. That's why she deleted it. That's why she deleted that post. And I just feel like it's a real shot at her character, how she gonna, in a subliminal way, mention Shera7 and say, yeah, she has 2 daughters, and that's their biological father. What if something like this happened to her? That shows, I feel like that shows your character, because the thing that happened to your daughters, you should never even think about it happening to anybody, child, no matter what the situation is. But you know what? Whenever somebody feel like they done been knocked and slided, she probably thinking, dang, I done been on here shouting out Shera7. I'm sitting up here kind of talking like her, doing a swag a little bit, growing my channel. And I see she went from 21,000 some subscribers, and now what's up with your Urban? Shout out to Urban Podcast. Shout out to Urban. So yeah, Urban, we're talking about this little update. Shera7 did a response to ISIS. ISIS is the trophy mom. Her daughters went through some tragic things that was done by their daughter. So I'm doing a catch up on that. But how ISIS is feeling, she's feeling like this is a woman that I put up on a pedestal. I told everyone she's my mentor. And now she's over in a video commenting on my situation, calling me desperate, saying that, oh, I didn't tell you to go marry no man in 6 months. I didn't tell you to go be desperate. So the woman the content creator that ISIS has been popping up on a pedestal has did a video that has went viral, Shera7 responding, and she's saying, I didn't tell you to be desperate. I didn't tell you to go out there and do that. I didn't tell you to marry no old man in 6 months. That wasn't me. You wasn't listening to me. That's how Shera7 responded. And at the end of the day, people make their own decisions. But who you influenced by, the people who you watch and influence by, that has a lot to do with how you move around in the world. A lot of people don't even think about these podcasters they listening to and a bunch of different things like that. They don't think about how just subliminal in your mind, it takes a hold of your psyche and you start thinking like them. Why do you think if I was to meet a man and he talking about, yeah, I listen to Fresh and Fit, I listen to Kevin Samuels, who else be saying some stupid stuff? I listen to No Fugazi. Oh, Urban, I know you're gonna do a show on No Fugazi. Y'all heard he always talking about don't mess with single mamas, and he over there with a single mama. So I don't know if you're gonna do a rebuttal on that, Urban. Let's see, I seen the Trophy Mom video. I'm gonna let y'all modern day women handle that coverage. No, everybody talking about that, Urban. The men's and the women's. The women's and the men's is talking about that. But the commentary is much different everywhere you go. I know a lot of men are really like, really touching light. And it's some men that's going in. It's some men that's going in and saying some crazy stuff. He said he watching his live now. So yeah, I want to see you do a rebuttal on that No Fugazi stuff. But that was me commenting to the comments. So I just wanted to put that out there. I'm no way jealous of no woman. If anybody know me, they know Katie is like pro woman. I feel like I'm a girl's girl. Like I got friend girls from Arkansas, Texas, Missouri. When it's my birthday in March, like they fly out here to Vegas and they kick it with me for my birthday. I have a close net of female friends from, I'm talking about a long time ago. Women that I've been knowing since high school, went to Job Corps way back in 2000. Like I'm a girl's girl, so I have never been a type that's jealous of women. But I'd never be around no hey type of. Thank you, Rich. Know me. I went to high school with him. Shout out to Rich Lee. You know, I have never been a hater. If and then you guys got to go back to the video. When I first did the video, and I ended up clicking on it, I was like, man, she is beautiful. That's a beautiful woman. So no way, in shape or form, no, no. But I want to show you guys this, and this is a bit more serious, okay? So I don't know if this clip came from off of TikTok or someone just pulled up Isis, one of her old videos, and showed it. But trigger warning. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play the whole video, the whole apart, and then we're gonna talk about it. But I will say this: this is a trigger warning. Facts. Me and Katie had debates about women. Yes, we have had debates about women. You remember when that situation ended up happening when B. Taylor had blasted Priscilla? Man, that was crazy. But we have had conversations about women, kind of like debates and all that kind of stuff, you know. And we can both walk away and still respect each other. That's what I like about Urban. He's not one of those crazy military-minded manosphere guys. But he do, you know, he is pro-man. He is all about the man lead the relationship and all that. So if you guys want to check out Urban content, Rich, you might like his content. You're a man, he's a man. You may bond with his content. So make sure. Barbie, I don't know if you're still out there watching or not, but share, if you're able to, share Urban link. But if not, I'll drop it in the comment section at the end of the video. I want to give you guys a trigger warning before I play this because you're going to need a trigger warning. Okay, so I'm going to play it. And big shout out to Priscilla. Priscilla, I'm going to cash out you because I'm going to play about a 3-minute clip of your video. So Priscilla ended up going live some hours ago. And this is a piece of a video of Isis sitting up in her live and she's putting her makeup on. And in the background, you can hear her daughter crying, saying, ouch, ouch, daddy. I want you guys to listen to this. And like I said, trigger warning, trigger warning. So let me share this. Let me share this. Okay, so you guys, please, if you have not hit that like button, and we're gonna get off into this. And shout out to Priscilla. I'm just playing a piece of it, and then I'm gonna do some talking after this.
Because I stayed in situations I had to because I had children in those situations. So I understand the struggle of that, definitely. But you know, there's that saying, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, that's when you'll make a change. And that's very true. So it's just all about whenever you have the courage to do that. So everyone else is noisy in the background. I don't know how much you all can hear, but there's so many of us that it's just like that. So if you hear stuff in the background, just act like you don't.
Not her saying, if you hear stuff in the background, act like you don't hear it. Not this baby screaming, ow, 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 while you got a man up there. Ow, ow, ow. And then she starts screaming and crying. And then you tell them, if you hear something in the background, act like you don't hear it. Not nobody saying nothing about this. And not the internet coming to rush into her defense. Not so many people on the internet rushing to her defense.
Rushing to her defense and taking up for this. And if you guys are able to, yes, OMG, that's what I said. Wow, this is crazy, insane. Yes, you know, Priscilla was one of the first ones that did a thing on this, Urban. You heard that baby in the background said ow. She said ow 3 different times, and then she started crying, no, saying no, daddy. So y'all want to run and take up for this. That's why everybody out here elfed off in the community. That's why all these little girls out here have been violated. They say before the age that a lady hits 16, she's been great. She's been insane. But y'all want to sit up here on these platforms, these little passport bros and all these Menafear bros. Oh, these women just so damaged. These women are just so bitter. Why do you think they like that? I'm gonna let this finish playing. Here because I want y'all to hear this. And what I was finna say is around the 43-minute clip is when I played this. And if you guys want to comment up under my comments, the 43 clip was heart-wrenching. The 43-minute clip was crazy and emotional. You guys, please, the 43-minute clip. Let's finish listening. And shout out to Priscilla. Shout out to the Queen Maker.
But they spread it all over the internet that I was abusive and neglectful. While they sitting up here defending a woman that was getting raped, that got raped 4 times at the beginning of her marriage, knowing what this man is capable of, and got the nerve to sit here and say, if you hear something in the background, act like you don't hear it. Not the goddamn internet, not raging war. That ain't even my child, and I want to jump through the doggone computer and grab this chick by her neck while she's sitting up here putting on makeup.
And you know why? I'm gonna just stop it right there. Hold on, let me stop there. I'm gonna stop it right there. But you guys know what?
Attention seeking.
Hold up. I got a few clips that I'm gonna drop down in the comment section. But let me tell you guys this. I'm gonna get on up. Yeah. So shout out to Priscilla. I'm gonna make sure I drop her stuff and everything. Drop her stuff so you guys can check out her. Cause let me tell you this: the way I'm talking, I'm talking light compared to Priscilla. Okay, Priscilla going in. So I most definitely needed to play that situation because this is a whole nother playing field now. You saying your daughter's up there with her dad and she's saying ouch, and you're sitting there like nothing's going on and telling people to pretend that they didn't hear it. How do you think people are gonna take that? They're gonna be like, oh well, she knew what was going on with that girl. She probably just made a move because she noticed the girl was red, and that's when she said something. In the back of her mind, I think the girl knew. That's what everybody's gonna say. I'm just telling you what they're gonna say. So yeah, somebody brought that clip to people's attention, and it's going all around. Sad, sad, sad. And speaking of sad, okay, we off of the ISIS situation. That situation, I just shake my head at that. I just shake my head. And now you got all the colorist people coming out. Oh, you just hating on her because she beautiful. And then people comment under my comment section saying, people love to just see pretty women suffer. No, women love to just see women suffer. It could be an ugly woman, an all right, average looking woman. Women love to see other women suffer. But ain't no way I would ever want anybody to suffer. I'm not that way. I don't have a heart like that. But I've noticed just in workplaces, even beauty school, just a lot of places, like women really don't like other women. Women, the girl code is trash. Women don't like other women. And all they do is seek validation and attention from men. And that's why they hate other women. they are saying that now because there is no record of the husband being arrested, but he ended up filing for divorce, and there's a protection order against him for the CA. Oh wow! So it's saying there's no record of, so he haven't been arrested yet, and he filed for divorce. Oh wow! Well, I'm gonna have to do an update on that. And speaking of him filing for divorce, if anybody could find that information, perhaps email it to me to About Change. I most definitely want to do some updated information on it. But something I did want to say, and I'm gonna try to find the video so I can drop it down in the comment section. But I seen they said that he cut her off from all her credit cards and all of her finances, and they say that he took the Ferrari. They say the stolen. So I guess he came back and got the car repoed. I'm not for sure. But most definitely, if I can find something about some kind of paperwork of the husband filing for divorce, I mean, that's like some updated news. And that's one thing about us being content creators. With me being a content creator, with me being a content creator, and if I bring you guys a story, and there's more opening and breaking news about the story, I'm going to come with an update. I'm going to come with an update about it and talk about it, because this stuff, I mean, this is about the kids, and this is an unfortunate situation. So that's my Gmail right there. If anybody get any updated information, you are welcome to hit me up in my Gmail. And, I will most definitely talk about that. But yeah, they say he done took out her credit cards, and that's the big reason why they say she put up the GoFundMe, because of that. So yeah, getting off that situation. Let's see. So how he beat her to the punch, but she acting on the SA before she approached him. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like this: if he SA'd your daughters, you should have been the one beating him to the divorce court. Why is it? That's why I say I really want some information about this man filing for divorce, because this is gonna make her look a whole nother different way. And then she did the post and delete on her community tab, taking shots at Shera7. What shit Shera7 or anybody on this internet got to say shouldn't matter. You helping your daughters heal and move on with this situation and grow. That's what matters. That's why she deleted it though. But yeah, I got it on there. It's on my community tab. It's on there. I got it on there. So I'm gonna stop sharing this, and I want to get off into my next topic. I know I went a long time with that topic, but this last thing, it's not gonna be like real long. But I want to talk about this Pop the Balloon show, because this Pop the Balloon show, they're doing some very dangerous things, okay? So I don't know if you guys seen the latest viral clip. And let me tell you this. These shows out here, like, the 20-in-1 and Pop the Balloon and all this kind of stuff, y'all out here playing, you're going to get a lawsuit. You can get a lawsuit. There's certain things that happen on them shows, and I be like, dang, is this for real or is this fake? I don't know. Did this man know? And before I get off into it, I'm going to just play the clip, and then I got some other stuff to show you not connected with the Pop the Balloon thing, but it's something that most definitely could happen when it comes to you playing Tether the Balloon. Okay. Yeah, this is something that could happen if you out here playing with the wrong person. So let me find this video here. Okay, I think it's on here. Right here. Okay, this is the one. Okay, so I want you guys to listen to this. Let me make sure you guys can see it. Okay, yeah, you can see it. Okay, so this is the Pop the Balloon show. This is one of the latest shows. I think it happened maybe a couple of weeks ago, but it just started going viral. You guys take a look at this and what happened with this situation, and I'm going to do some, my opinion.
What?
I want to kiss.
To know if it's a good kiss or something?
Something like that. I just want to see if he's easy.
You are not licking your lips. Let me see if you go shamelessly. Should you say someone shaking ass? Let's see now.
Don't play with me. Give me a kiss.
Come here.
You know what?
But I'm transgender.
What?
God have mercy
upon us. Like you was born a dude?
Yeah.
You fucking lying, bro.
You just kissed a man.
Before I decide if I actually pop my balloon, could you give me a kiss?
So do you see that? They sit back laughing. You just look. They're talking about you just kissed a man. So they think that's funny. They think that's funny. But let me show you this. I'm gonna show you this, and I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. I know it's getting a little late. Let's see. You know there was something to it. Thank you. Ain't no woman just out here, baby. Let me kiss you on a day show. Ain't nobody out here doing all that. Give me a kiss, girl, boy. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. That is insane. But let me show y'all this because situations like this can get very, very dangerous. Situations like this can get very dangerous. And let me show you why. And I'm pretty sure if you guys are about my age or maybe older, you probably remember Jenny Jones. Shout out to all the 90s people, all the people born in the 80s and the 70s. And hey, if you're older than that, yeah. Sabrina said I wasn't expecting that. And you know what? And this is what I see every day out here in Las Vegas because I see some crazy stuff every day. But I do see some people like that out here on an everyday basis. And a lot of them be looking good. Some of them be looking better than the regular women. And that's probably the problem. Just to be honest. Because she was bad. She was bad. And he probably never would have guessed it. But it's very dangerous to play with people like that. And I'm going to show you why. So, I don't know if anybody out there remember the talk show host that was really popular in the early 90s named Jenny Jones. Jenny Jones had a regular little talk show. You know, they used to be over there male bashing and stuff like that too. People talking about it ain't no good man out here, and the black woman saying it ain't no good black man, and the white man saying I'm gonna go date a white woman. I mean, it was crazy over there on Jenny Jones, but it needs to stop being a beta male and a simp. Thank you. Give me a kiss. Boy, you was asking for it. But there's some things that happen on the Jenny Jones show, and let me see what I got this off of a new because this happened back in 1995. So this was a long time ago. So I had to search this up, and I think this is from ABC News. I don't want to play too much of that clip, but this is fair use commentary under the law of fair use that covers us over here on YouTube. I was just thinking about the Jenny Jones show incident. You were just thinking about that, Natasha. You see how the universe be coming back to you. Oh yeah, this was a good episode. Yes, let me show y'all. So this is a news clip from ABC, but take a listen to this. You guys hit the thumbs up if y'all ain't hit the thumbs up. Support me, show me some love. Shout out to ABC, and this is fair use.
More than 20 years ago, remember the man who killed an acquaintance after an incident on the Jenny Jones show? Well, now he is out of prison, and ABC's Lindsay Davis is here with more on that story. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning, Amy. People in the live studio audience howled with laughter at the time. A secret gay crush revealed on the Jenny Jones show. But the joke was short-lived. 3 days later, it ended in murder. And on Tuesday, the man who pulled the trigger walked out of jail a free man. Here's John. 22 years after murdering a male friend who appeared on a daytime talk show claiming to have a crush on him.
And see, this was one of his friends. He never expected this to happen. Let's watch.
Jonathan Schmitz is a free man this morning.
Which of these ways would you choose to reveal your secret crush on someone?
It was one of the most famous television scandals of all time. The 1995 episode of The Jenny Jones Show about secret crushes so explosive it never aired.
A, would you write that person a letter? B, would you tell the person in private in case he rejects you? Or C, would you tell that person that you're gay and you hope he is on national television?
One of the guests, Scott Amador, announced on the show he had romantic feelings for his friend, Jonathan Schmitz.
Well, guess what? It's Scott that has the crush on you.
You lied to me.
Did you have any idea that he liked you this much?
No, I did not.
Can you tell us what your status is? Are you involved with anybody or?
No, but I am definitely heterosexual, I guess you could say.
Okay, so you heard him say he is most definitely heterosexual. You out here playing with people. You playing with people. They out here playing with people for views. And that is so dangerous. That can cause someone, God forbid, that could cause someone to get eliminated. And that blood will be on y'all hands on Pop the Balloon. Y'all be getting a whole lawsuit. It's not worth it. Y'all out here just trying to chase clout and chase views. That's so bogus. That's bogus. If that man is truly a straight man, do you know how that would have messed with his manhood? He would have felt like somebody took a shot at his manhood, and now this video all the way viral. He didn't kiss a transgender, all on Pop the Balloon. That's why I don't even believe in going on no dating shows. Like, what the heck? Man, this is crazy. I'll be better enough getting on a date site. But see, out here getting on these little Pop the Balloon shows, chasing clout, and when you chasing clout, that's where clout will get you. So, hey, I don't feel sorry for him because you out here kissing strangers. You don't know what that girl did with her mouth before she came on the show. People just out here just nasty, just doing anything. Put your mouth anywhere. Somebody go down and go to your back door before they even kiss you. People doing that with their mouths, and you out here just kissing random strangers. That's crazy. So a lot of people looking at the video like, hey, that's what he get. He all on these shows kissing a strange girl. Insane. But I thank you guys most definitely for tuning in. Thank you. If you have not hit that like button, go ahead, hit that thumbs up. And do not forget, I most definitely, I think tomorrow I think I get off at a good early time. So I'll probably be going live maybe around the same time tomorrow. It'll be probably about 6:30, 7 o'clock, something like that. But I got to see what's going on out here. Because y'all know I don't like to just come up and just, what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? I want to have some kind of news to bring to y'all. Oh, thank you so much, Tasha. And I thank you for your support, too. Most definitely, I thank you for your support. Shout out to Natasha. Shout out to Ty Love. Shout out to my favorite moderator, Miss Bougie Barbie. Shout out to Irvin. Shout out to everybody. If I ain't shouted you out, shout out to Rich, my homie, my Arkansas homie. And you guys don't forget, like I have put on my community tab, that the Wiley interview was postponed. So me and Wiley have decided we're coming with the show on Thanksgiving. So most definitely, Thanksgiving, falls on a Thursday like it always do. So I would say at least by Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to make the thumbnail. And I'm going to share it to my community tab so you guys get that thumbnail once I share it. Make sure you share it out. Because, yes, this is going to be an in-person, face-to-face interview with the infamous Wiley Show. So I hope you guys most definitely come through and watch that. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for all of my supporters. You guys have been running my numbers up. You've been running up the views. Y'all been running up the likes. Shout out to everybody. And most definitely, y'all been running up the subscriber count. So let's keep it going. And I thank you guys for tuning in. And I am signing out. Caddy Talk 101.